Black and gold stripes, translucent wings. Bees are a common sight in the woods around the world, often seen buzzing from flower to flower. Bees have been around for millions of years, but they are facing decline, a severe decline, and a world without these winged creatures is sadly becoming more of a possibility. These tiny creatures are an integral part of most ecosystems, and if they became extinct, our planet could be in serious trouble.
Scientists say that 1/3 of all bee, butterfly, and hoverfly species are now in steep decline. And this decline is truly worrying. Pollinators need stronger protection. The extinction of pollinators would cause ecosystems to fall apart. It would quite literally be the stuff of nightmares. And we have to avoid that scenario, and the New Deal for pollinators adopted today aims at reversing their decline by the year 2030.
So to reverse the decline of the insects vital for crop production, where 1 in 10 bees and butterfly species and 1 in 3 hoverfly species are threatened with extinction, the EU's executive laid out a set of measures, one of them being the buzz lines, where bees and other pollinators could move across Europe and find food and shelter.
The first action area is better conservation of species and habitats. We will do that specifically with conservation plans for species under threat. We identify pollinators that are typical of habitats protected under the Habitats Directive and actions to step up that protection. This will also include a new initiative called Buzzlines, a blueprint for a network of ecological corridors for pollinators.
The 7-year plan presented by the EU will also increase monitoring of the insects across the 27 member states, aiming to halt the population decline in the pollinators that are crucial to the majority of crops and wildflowers. Changing land use, intensive agriculture with pesticides, pollution, invasive alien species, pathogens, climate change are among the threats facing pollinating insects. The European Parliament and the Council, representing EU governments, will need to endorse the plan. EU members will then have to identify measures to reverse the decline of the pollinators by 2030, which will be a legal requirement under the EU's nature restoration law. Moreover, mitigating pesticide use and enhancing pollinator habitats in agricultural and urban areas were also recommended by the Commission. France, for example, dropped plans to allow sugar beet growers to use a pesticide banned over risks to bees after a European Union court rejected such an exemption. The plan is a revision to a 2018 initiative that sought to improve knowledge and public awareness of the decline of pollinators. The EU has also restricted the use of 3 neonicotinoid pesticides that pose a high risk to bees. However, a review found that current measures were not enough to reverse the pollinator decline. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.